All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the men of GMS. Shalom to you, brothers. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. It's about that time again. Or this time I will wait patiently for Yahweh, okay? It is Yahweh that saves me. We have to have patience. We have to have 10 toes down, because when this devil comes in like a flood with the mark of the beast, you're going to have a lot of patience, okay, when he comes in, okay? Because when he comes in, he's not going to spare none, okay? So you have to have a lot of patience. You have to have some posture in Yahweh, Yahushai. That's how you're going to make it out with your life. If you want to make it, okay, you have to have Yahweh, which is his father's, mainly the son's name, which is Yahushai. With that name, you possess your own soul. Okay, the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 18. I have waited for thy salvation, O Yahweh. So we have to wait and be patient and keep our spirits. That's in Yahweh, Yahushai. That's what this is about. Okay, if you want to know what this is about. Okay, so one moment. Give me a second. Psalms 25, verse 3. Turn it. Verse 25, verse 3. Yea, let none of that wait on thee be put to shame. Let them that be ashamed which transgress without a cause. Okay, so let none that wait on thee be put to shame. Okay, let's go on to verse 5. Lead me into thy truth and teach me thou way, O power of my salvation. That's okay. In verse 21. Oh, keep my soul and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for thou put my trust, for I put my trust in thee, okay? So that's what we have to do. We have to put our trust in Yahweh, Yahushai, 144%. Okay, if you want to make it out with your life, okay, and without Mashiach Yahushai, like we discussed on multiple occasions, you won't make it out with your life on this go around, okay. It just be a mercy killing. You'd be destroyed, but you'll come back though, okay, in the kingdom of heaven, okay, in a regeneration. You won't make it out with your life on this go around. The book of Psalms, we'll start at verse 1. The book of Psalms 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be envious of against the workers of iniquity. Let's say they fire you off your job. Okay, keep giving you hell. Okay, the so-called Illuminati, all these Freemasonry. Okay, don't be envious of them. Okay, Yahushua is saying that don't the workers of iniquity. For they shall be soon cut down like the grass and wither like the green herb. Trust in Yahweh and do good, for thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. Commit thy way unto Yahweh. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth the righteousness of thou light, and thou judgment as noonday. Rest in Yahweh and be patient for him. Fret not thyself because of him that prospered in his way, because of the wicked man who bring his wicked devices to pass. MOTB, the mark of the beast, okay, that bring his wicked devices to pass. Verse 8, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself and do any evil, for the evildoer shall be cut off. But those that wait on Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth. Okay, that's what this is about. Let's look at 30, Psalms 30, 34, Psalms 37, 34. Wait patiently on Yahweh and keep his way, and he will extend thee, he will exalt thee to inherit the land. Okay, so we're going to get the promises, okay? The set promises that's promised. Turn to the book of Hebrews. The book of Hebrews, chapter, we start at verse 11. The book of Hebrews 6, verse 11. And he desires that everyone who's of you do show the same diligence unto the full assurance of the hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them through faith and patience inherits the promises. Okay, you have to have patience on Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's what this is about. You have to have patience. You have to have a strong sense of patience. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thou upright and constantly endure, and make no haste in times of trouble. Cling unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thou last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully. Be patient when thou art in a low, change to a low estate. For gold is tried in a fire, and acceptable men in a furnace of affliction. Because of him he shall help thee. Order thou's way upright and trust in him. Verse 7. Ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy, and do not go aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear Yahweh, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for his good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did any that fear Yahweh and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and save in a time of affliction. Woe unto the heart that faints hands, and to the sinner that goes two ways. Woe unto him that faints heart, for he will believe not, because he shall not be defended. Woe unto him that lost patience. Here's the point. Let's read it again. Woe unto him that lost patience. And what will ye do when Yahweh shall visit you? See what you gonna do when Yahweh visits you, okay? Woe unto you that lost patience, okay? What you gonna do when Yahweh visits you? Okay, one moment here. Okay, so the book of Hebrews chapter 1, excuse me, Second Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 4. We start at verse 4. So shall we ourselves glory in you in the churches of power, for your patience, for your patience and faith, and all the persecutions and tribulations, and endure, which is a manifestation of your tokens of the right of righteousness, judgments of power. He that made you be counted worthy of the kingdom on which ye are suffering. So it's we have to go through our tribulations, like we discussed on multiple occasions. You have to go through your perseverance. So you have to have perseverance, is dedication, endurance, persistence, steadfastness. Okay, I'm just reading some of the definition. Continuance. You have to have guts. You have to have immovability. You have to be serious about this thing, okay? If you want to make it out with your life, okay? Underneath Yahweh Shai, okay? That's what this is about. Okay. Okay, so over here, turn to the book of Mark. Let's read it in the NET, then we're going to go to the KJV. And the NET reads, watch out and stay alert, for ye do not know when the time will come. It is like a man going on a journey. He left his house and put his slaves in charge and assigned it to each of his work. And commanded the doorkeepers to stay alert Stay alert then, because you do not know when the owner of the house will return. When, okay, have a good night. And when the house will return, either whether during the crow, either even at midnight or when the crows or down, or else he might find you asleep when he returns suddenly. When what I say unto you, I say unto everyone, stay alert, okay? So we have to stay alert for Yahweh Shai, okay? We don't know the time and the day when he's gonna come, okay? It's gonna catch us without off guard, okay? If you're not postured in Yahweh Shai, waiting on his glorious return. The book of Mark, we start at verse 32. The book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 32. But on that day and that hour, do no man knows, not even the angels that are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. So only the Father knows when this thing is going to go down. Okay, only He knows when this thing is going to manifest itself. Take heed, watch and pray, and make it known, not when the time is. For the Son of Man is like a man that's taken a far journey, who left his house in authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye thereon, for ye know not when the master of the house comes, at evening or at midnight, or as the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest he suddenly finds you suddenly he let's read it again slow. Lest he comes suddenly and he finds you asleep. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. Okay, so you gotta make watch for Yahweh Shai. Because when he comes, you wanna be on his right hand side when he comes. Okay, one moment. The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 19. But in your patience possess ye your souls, okay? So you have to have patience, okay? That's how you're gonna make it out with your life. The book of Micah 7, verse 7. Therefore I will look unto Yahweh. I will wait for Yahweh, the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. Rejoice not against me, my enemy. When I falleth, I will arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh will be my light unto me. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he have pleaded my cause and executed judgment for me. He will bring me forth into the light, and I will behold his righteousness. And then she is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. That says unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her, and now she shall be trodden down like a mire in the streets. Okay. So I will wait on Yahweh Shai that I sinned against him. For I sinned against him, I'll wait on Yahweh Shai, the one I sinned against. Okay, he's gonna plead my cause. Book of Lamentations. Just a couple more quick scriptures, and we're gonna close out. The Book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 22. It is not Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because he has compassion fail not. They are faithful every morning. Great is our faithfulness. Yahweh is my portion, said my soul. Therefore I will rejoice in him. Therefore I will rejoice in him. Yahweh is good unto them that wait for him, and for the soul that seeketh him. It is good for a man to both hope, and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh. It is good for a man that he bears the yoke in his youth. He sitteth alone and keepeth silence, because he knows he hath borne it upon him. So it's good for a man to wait for Yahweh in his youth. Okay, one moment. The book of Isaiah chapter 8, verse 17. And I'll leave you with this. I will wait upon Yahweh that hideth his face for Jacob, and I will look for him. And all praises to Yahweh Shai. Hopefully you was edified. Shalom.